Mr. Marlon Ilagan.
Good evening. My name is Marlon Ilagan. So my job for this evening is to share with you the details of this wonderful business. So I'm so sorry to disappoint you. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not a marketing professional, not even a public speaker. I'm just a very good team player. That's why I agreed to share in this event. I'm a scientist nerd by profession, so this will be a very concise discussion of the details. Please do not expect a very hyped up discussion of the details. Hanggang ganito na lang po yun. The person who recruited me into the business was my blockmate in the Ateneo. He's one of the he's one of the smartest people that I know. So I think he's here. Tobs. Wala kasi Tobs. Nandito si Tobs kanina, the handsome guy standing at the side of Island. I think he was our number 3. I think I was number 4 in the batch. There were only 4 of us. Only a few people entered the double degree program. So I found out he was working with Nu Skin because he was sharing the business to me. So yung idea ko, if one of the smartest people in our batch was working with Nu Skin, so yung idea ko baka maganda sa isip ko, hindi ka naman mapupunta sa honors program kung medyo ganun siya. Hindi ka naman, lalo na hindi mapupunta ka sa double honors program kung lalo ka ganun. So, idea ko kung si Toby nag-work with the business in Nu Skin, isip ko baka maganda siya. So, as a scientist, I cannot accept baka maganda, baka pangit. I can only accept sure maganda para I can think about it. I can accept sure pangit para I can respectfully decline. But I cannot accept maybe pangit, maybe maganda. I think you guys share the same opinion, right? So that's why I wanted to see yung details of Nu Skin. Unfortunately, when the door opened, I saw the company named Nu Skin. So I immediately went to the comfort room. I asked Toby to show the business to me in the comfort room because some people might recognize me here. So parang nahiya ako before. So why was I open when I graduated? This happened. The top of the Ashes offered us very, very big income, but unfortunately no time to spend with the people who really matter most to you. Usually yan yung perks of going into the honors program. Yun yung downside namin kasi sinacrifice namin yung social life tsaka chasing after girls when we were in college to graduate. Malaking part yun kasi hindi kami gawa ko. I'm happily married. I have 3 wonderful children. Hindi naman pwedeng puro pera lang. You need time to be there for your kids. Do you agree? Yes. I think all of us will agree that important suffer in family. I have a cousin. He's an engineer in Canada. Umuwi lang siya every 2 years. Hindi ko na-gets, every 2 years. Nung umalis siya, 1-year-old yung bunso niya. Nung bumalik siya nitong January, his youngest son was 3 years old. So he was gone for 2 years. I went to the welcome home despedida party kasi dito lang siya for 20 days. So yung welcome home and despedida party niya, 1 event lang. So sabi yung youngest niya, si Maxi, when I arrived at the party, tumakbo sa akin, "Oy, Tito Nico, Tito Marlon." So, tinago niya yung mukha niya sa lap ko, tapos yung dad niya hinahabol siya, ayaw sumama sa dad niya. Sabi ko, shucks, di ko kaya yung ganong pain. Can you take that? I can't. I can't take that pain. My son would rather go to the uncle than the dad. Parang mahirapin. Sabi niya sa akin, minsan okay lang kasi I earn a lot naman in Canada. Sabi ko, magkano ba? How much do you earn for exchanging your family para sa Canadian dollar? Sabi niya, in pesos daw, mga 200,000 pesos a month. Sabi ko, 200,000 pesos a month, kayang kitain yan in the Philippines. You can earn that in the Philippines. Do you agree?
Yes.
So people earn that amount in the Philippines if you work really hard. Sabi ko, minsan I salute you. I cannot exchange my family for 200,000. pesos a month. 1 million, I'll think about it. But 200,000, 200,000, no way, no way. You agree?
Yes.
Ayoko naman. My roommate in Philippine Science High School in the dorm, he's from the Ateneo also. For siya ECE, one time, yung anak niya nagka-severe pneumonia na confined. I visited. There was a pizza for me. The very cold Royal True Orange. And the kid, yung swero niya is forehead, and there was a yaya. So my friend wasn't there. I called him up. Sabi ko, dude, saan ka? Nandito ko. No need to buy more food for me. I'm good with a large pizza. Sabi ng friend ko, Marlon, I'm not buying food. I'm in the office. Sabi ko, to hell with your office. Your son is here. He needs you. Your boss can find someone else to temporarily do your job. Your company is a big multinational. They won't crumble because of your absence. You agree?
Yes.
I think no multinational will crumble because you're absent. But your son may. So sabi ko, kung yung anak mo na severe pneumonia, na confine, eh, medyo pabaya ka na nun. Kasi ang unang step nun ay halak. Yung right? Didemo ko ba? Yung ay halak, di ba? Sunod, inuubo yan. At night, nag-vomit yan. Kasi, you can't expectorate na time, di ba? So, tapos makakonfine ng kasi Ilagan, by the time madala yan sa hospital na ganyang level, neglect na yun. You agree? Sabi ko sa kanya, huwag naman gano'n. You exchange the senior manager position for that kind of life. Sabi ko, ayoko naman. So, lalo namang hindi pwede yung ganyan. People who have lots of time but no money. Daddy, I want milk. Anak, I love you. So, sabi tayo ng wife ko, diba? I want. But we need to pay the bills. It's okay. I got it. I love you. So, money is not the most important thing, but I think we all agree there are many important things tied up with money. You agree? So, I have 3 children. I have 3 children. I have 3 children. So, gatas, built pa lang namin sa bahay nasa 20,000 a month. I have 4 yayas. So, that's 5,000 each for the yayas. 5,000 pesos a month each for the yayas. My yayas are all scientific. They always advance. So, para sa akin, I have 2 drivers, one for my wife and one for my kids. I don't have a driver. I drive for myself. So sometimes I borrow my wife's driver. Pero I'm a very simple person. I eat at home. I even eat in Family Mart and in 7-Eleven. Tipid na tipid. And my kids' tuition are nasa 100,000 a year per child. I have 3 children who are studying. They have a private English Mandarin tutor at home who also works with Nu Skin. So, my kids have a Japanese tutor who was here a while ago. My daughter has a ballet instructor. My 2 boys have a taekwondo tutor at home. Pero yung gastos sa bahay, umabot ng 300,000 a month. Tipid na yun. Buti na lang I work with Nu Skin on their business. Nu Skin pays a lot for people, for nerds like me who are very hardworking even if I don't know anything about sales. Okay ba?
Yes.
Huwag na kayong matuwa. This is hard. But it pays a lot. So I don't eat easy. What I need is possible. Lalo namang hindi sa akin pwede yung ganyan. You don't have money, you don't have time. Usually my friends who are in the middle management positions are here. My friends. Why? Because once they reach the middle management position, their overtime is expected of them. So, okay, sa akin okay lang yung overtime. Ang hindi sa akin okay yung take home time. You're at home but you're really not there. Your kids are there jumping around but you're texting, doing some emails. For me, that's unacceptable. You're not allowed to turn off your phone and you're not a surgeon. Ayoko na yung ganun buhay. Usually my friends who are in the middle management position, they also don't have money because this is the time they have mortgages. They have credit cards. So in my book, someone who has a car that's 5 years to pay is negative on the balance sheet. Right? And someone who's riding the MRT is with a prepaid MRT card is positive on the balance sheet. So for me, if you're riding the MRT and you have a prepaid card, you're richer than most people who have cars. Because their car is postpaid. MRT card is free pay. Okay ba? Yan. So, ito yung reason why I work with Nu Skin. Sabi sa akin ni Toby, my mentor, so Marlon, if you do this business, you do it really well, you're gonna grow the Nu Skin business. If you do it well, your reward will be lots of money and lots of time. Sabi niya, would you be open? Sabi ko, definitely, I'll be open with that kind of business. Alam nga namang I say no to something I don't fully understand it. Sabi ko, I'll check muna, then I'll study it, then after I'll say yes or I'll say no. So, I think all of us are professionals here. I don't need to elaborate on this one. I think all of us agree that we need to have our own house and lot, right? You cannot live with your parents for the rest of your life, right? I love my parents, I honor them, I want them to live with me. Sabi ko sa parents ko, if you grow older, you live with me, papagandahin ko, I'll build a guest house for you, all the FPJ movies, I'll download them for you, all the horror movies, I'll give you good food in my house. Ang hindi sa akin acceptable, I live with them. That's not acceptable. So, imagine, I have 3 children, I want to have 6 kids, and my parents will come knocking, anak, is that your 4th kid? So, ayaw ko naman. So, you need to have your own house. So, syempre, ayaw mo din naman tumira sa skybox, di ba? The box in the sky. So, yung tipo yung anak mo, hindi siya pwedeng pang marathon, pang sprinter lang siya. Kasi pag tumatakbo siya, untog agad. Tapos natakbo sa kabila, untog agad. So, we want to have a real house and lot. Do you agree? Yes. Education, family time. Kaya isip ko, ba't ganun yung kids ko, yung tuition nila 100. Kaya ako yung buong pinag-aral ko na buong buhay ko dahil may scholarship naman. Less than that. So, I think having a car is good for safety and security, right? So, pangit naman yung commute for the rest of your life. So, when I was in high school, from Philippine Science High School, papuntang MRT, kasi mag-MRT ako, papuntang Cubao, tapos sasakay ako papuntang Batangas. Siguro buong high school ko, na-hold up ako 4 times. Parang nagtataka talaga ako, paano nila nalalaman na may pera ako? Yun pala yung allowance namin, nakalabas yung sobre dun sa polo. Kaya I run really fast. Ang hirap. Isip ko, sabi ko, when I graduated, dapat yung kids ko won't experience that kind of fear. Siyempre, ayaw rin naman yung basta-basta kotse lang. Pinakamaganda may surround airbag man lang, right? So, unfortunately, last week, my wife's tita, yung bunsong anak ng tita ng wife ko, he died due to a car accident in Las Piñas. Hindi lumabas yung airbag. Sabi ko, hindi ko na mention yung car company. Sabi ko, tita, ba't di mo isu? Sabi ng tita ng wife ko, hindi naman mababalik ng anak ko yung ng Hyundai. Buhay ng anak ko. So, kasi di daw lumabas yung airbag. Ayoko naman yun. Anyways, so there are 2 types of income. One is working hard, the other one is working smart. So, in life, you have to work hard and you have to work smart. You can't just work hard. Do you agree? Also, you have to choose the right company. So, I'll give you an example. I have 2 friends. Both are from Bicol, both are from Pisay, both are from UP, both are electrical engineers, both are in the same fraternity. When they graduated, they worked in Taguig. One worked in PNOC, Philippine National Oil Company, as an engineer. The other one worked in Department of Energy. Both are in the same compound in Taguig, but different buildings. Gets? My friend who works in PNOC earns triple than my friend who works in Department of Energy. Everything's the same, except for the building. Even the address is almost the same. You have to consider also working with the right company. Same thing with choosing a business or a direct selling company. You have to choose the right company. Okay? Another example, sinong mas masipag? Nurse sa Qatar or nurse sa Canada? We don't know, right? Sino mas matalino? We don't know. Sino mas malaki income? Canada. Mas malamig pa. So, tipid pa siya sa aircon. So, you have to work smart. No? So, you have to choose the right company. Same thing with in this business. Kaya when I saw the business, I was really impressed. Sabi ko, okay pala to. Your company is listed in the New York Stock Exchange. Yung sabi ko kayo. So, how does it work? You're gonna help Nu Skin expand their business by sharing it to other people and developing business around the world. So similar to McDonald's. Di ba yung McDonald's, kaya malaki yung business niya? Kasi he focused on developing lots of stores instead of developing one superstore, right? So same thing with those. So don't worry, hindi ka magiging sales agent lang. Diba? I have some friends in the Ateneo before when I invite them here, pagbukas ang elevators, hala, Lusky, gagawin niyo ba akong sales agent dito? Sabi ko, friend, di ka gwapo. Eh ako, pagbukas ng elevator, sabi ko, Lusky, ay, hindi ako gagawin ng sales agent. Ako alam ko na eh, kasi may mirror din sa elevator. So, sabi sa akin ito, Marlon, you're gonna play a bigger role. Of course, you can share the products. Of course, you can share the opportunity. But you can develop leaders who will expand this business globally. Siguro locally lang muna, medyo mahirap mag-grasp yung globally. So anyways, you can share the products, you can buy and sell. I'll give you an example. My dad is a colon cancer and a stroke survivor. He's a health buff right now. Before, ayaw na niya mabuhay. Sabi niya, ayaw na niya, ready na daw siya mamatay. He's ready to face God. Yeah. When he had 3 grandchildren under me, so he wanted to live longer. He wants to live to see his grandchildren get married with him. So in that case, he's a health buff, he takes lots of farm and extract. Sabi ng dad ko, anak, I want to take farm and extract. I heard that you're doing the business with Blue Skin. Kasi mga friends niya, nag-take ng farm and extract. Sabi ng dad ko, anak, pwede ba ako sa'yo bumili? Son, can I buy from you? Pwede ko ba sabihin sa dad ko, dad, yung anak mo mayabang. Ayaw sa sales. Kaya kahit pwede ka sa akin bumili, huwag ka sa akin bumili. No, because I love my dad, I sell to him. At 5% off. My mom has been working with the government for the past 43 years. So, my mom, stable yung work niya, kaya nga nagka-roots siya sa legs. Sobrang stable yung work niya. So, unfortunately, parang she serves sa church, parang first reading. Minsan sa church, bawal natin yung mag-pants for yung mga nagbabasa. So, papala siya. Iniiya siya, meron siyang roots. Sabi ko, okay lang yung mom, it's a sign of stability. Meron siyang varicose veins. Sabi niya, anak, I want my varicose veins to lighten, better to disappear. Sabi ko, mom, I cannot promise the disappearing part, but I can promise that your varicose veins can lighten. Sabi sa kanya. So, she used the galvanic spa. It's like a gadget. It has galvanic current twice a week. So ngayon, medyo nag-lighten yung varicose veins. So it's like a gadget. Sobrang okay. What about the bigger income? Kasi yun yung sa sharing the products, using the product, sharing the product, may profit a lot from that. Lalo na ako, last example, ayaw ko kasi pakita yung picture ko. Did you see my wife a while ago? Dun sa picture, the first one. Yes. Yung may 3 children. Yes. 3 children. So may 3 children siya, diba? Nandun siya. I went with my wife to renew her license. Diba, when you're renewing your license, kailangan mo magtimbang, right? Yung expired license ng wife ko, 66 kilograms. So, nagtimbang yung wife ko, sabi ng doctor, hala, what did you do? Sabi ng wife ko, bakit po? Kasi yung timbang 48 kilograms na lang, down from 66 kilos. Ayos ba? For someone who has 3 children already. Before, my waistline was 38 inches. Now, yung pants ko, 31. So, nahulog pa yan, kaya ako may belt. Tsaka, magsispeak ako eh. Mas maganda daw may belt. So, yeah. So, that's why I share the products to my friends. And they use the products, then I profit. Same thing. Marlon, hindi kasi ako marunong sa marketing or sales. No need to do marketing and sales. You just need to do what you've been doing ever since you were young. When you were young, you had this sobrang sarap na junk food. Did you share it with your classmates? Did they buy it after? Did you earn from it? No. When you watch movies, do you share it to your friends na maganda? Do you watch it? Do you earn from that? No. So in new skin, you're just gonna do the same. Sharing what you already love. And they will pay you for that. That's good business. Clear? Kaso lang, ang problema, maliit lang yung income doon. The income is small just by purely sharing the products. You can only share as much. Better, you can qualify as an executive. So how do you qualify as an executive? When you join this business, you will have mentors. They will teach you and guide you every step of the way on what to do to become an executive. So hindi ko na elaborate yun kasi medyo matagal. Pero basically, you just need to attend training. Your mentors will help you. May konting qualifications lang na madali lang naman gawin. When you finish it, you become an executive. Executive, you have your team. Your team is composed of 3 types of people. Number 1, customers. Customers, they buy the products. They don't care about profits. They care about beauty and health. They just buy the products. Dalawang klase ng customer. One buys from you, and one buys directly from Nu Skin because they already have an account. Here? Yes. So you teach the customers about proper diet, proper food portions. Yung host kanina, si Riz, she was my fitness coach doon sa program ko ng TR9. Kasi before, malaki talaga yung chan ko. Kaya gusto ko siyang coach. Sabi niya, Marlon, pag kumain ka ng bawal, huwag mo isulat sa food diary. Sige, okay. So, thanks to Riz, I lost 7 inches on my waist. Number 2, yung pangalawang type of people in your team are the people who buy and sell. These are the people who really love to buy and sell. They love to share the products, they love talking, they love hanging out with people, they love blessing other people with the products. They love posting their pictures online, on Facebook, para people will notice them, para people will compliment them, so that they can sell more products. So you train them about how to conduct business ethically, how to share the products better, and yung magandang product for their friends. Third type of people, these are the people who will be your business partners. These are the people who want to become executives as well. So you will teach them about leadership, how to handle the business, how to share the business and the products professionally. So as an executive from your entire team, you earn 9 to 20% of the entire consumption of your business. Para mas clear yung example. My brother, he has an upcoming business. He's gonna build 7-Eleven franchise in front of PGH, Philippine General Hospital, along Taft Avenue. Familiar ba kayo sa area? Yes. Yeah. Location 7-Eleven. Sabi ng brother ko, Kuya, can you join me in the training? Sabi ko, what training? Training in 7-Eleven. Sabi ko, why do I need to join your training? Kasi they're requiring me, the owner siya daw, to bring 1 relative along plus 1 store manager. Sabi ko, your store is not yet there. Why do you need to go for training? Sabi ng brother ko, ganun talaga kuya, you need to go for training para when you build the 7-Eleven, maayos, systematic, tsaka professional yung pagkaka-implement. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, magkano magiging capital mo? Your 7-Eleven. Sabi niya, kuya, siguro mga 600,000 franchise fee, 2 million for the construction, ganyan, rent. Tapos 1 million for the mga refrigerator, ganyan. Sabi ko, 3 million? Mahigit for the 7-Eleven. Wow, siguro you're gonna earn so big once that's built. Sabi niya, hindi nga kuya, kumamali siya. Sabi ko, magkano yung pwede mong kitain pagkatay niya? Sabi niya, mga 50 to 70,000 kung walang guard. Hindi kasi if you hire a guard, it will lower your profits. You agree? So sabi ko, okay lang, people in Taft are kind-hearted people, they don't steal, there are no hold-uppers there, so it's okay. Sabi ko sa brother ko, hala, di mo ba naisip, bago mo mabawi yan, 5 years? Ang hirap, di ba? Buti na lang sa Nu Skin business, you can earn a lot more than 50,000 without shelling out 3 million. Yun yung maganda. Tapos di ka pa makahold up. Kasi yung guard meron, di ba? Yung guard na, di ba? So, libre pa yung water. Kasi imagine mo, kasi sobrang ganda ng Nu Skin business. Yung capital mo, products lang for you to use. Pero I did not join just to become a sales agent. I did not join just to become an executive. For me, executive income, you can earn that much in the corporate world, you can earn that in other businesses. I joined Nu Skin for this. I developed nuskinitis. I think you can check that out in Google. It won't appear because there's no such thing. So anyways, I had nuskinitis. I wasn't able to sleep for 3 nights. Sabi ko, OMG, this is it. I don't know how to do it, but sabi ko, okay, Tobes, I'll do it. Because as a leader in Nu Skin, your job is to teach future executives, to develop future executives from your own business. So I'll give you an example. Who teaches in law school? Lawyers. You can be a lawyer, you can also be a law school professor, right? You can be a lawyer and not be a law school professor. Clear? But you cannot be a law school professor and you're not a lawyer. Liar yun. Clear ba? Yes. So, who develops future executives? Those existing executives who want to expand their business, who want to teach future business partners on how to do the business. Existing executives also. So I'll give you an example. I'm an executive here in Metro Manila. My team is in Metro Manila. Some are abroad siguro online kasi you can do the business online. You can message your friends, you can purchase in their local market, attach to your account, you can still earn. I have an uncle, he lives in Daly City, California. So, he messaged me one time, sabi niya, Nico, anong magandang business ngayon? Sabi ko, marami po. Sabi ng uncle ko, Nico, maganda kaya yung laundry or internet cafe? Sabi ko, uncle, it's a good business, kaso lang your employees might steal from you, especially you're abroad and you're here. It's too risky. Sabi ko, ganun ba? Eh, kung mag-invest kaya ako sa condo, sabi ng uncle. Uncle, kinompute ko na po yan eh. Mag-invest kayo sa condo, mababawi niya mga 10 years pa. So medyo matagal. If 70 na siya, sabi ko, ako baka hindi niya na po maabutan niyo. Wala na mabawi niyo. Sabi ng uncle ko, so ikaw na maganda business. Baka po yung skin. Sabi ng uncle ko, siguro yun yung pakay ko kaya sinasabi ko kung bakit. Anyway, sabi ng uncle ko, so how do I do it? Sabi ko, uncle, you can sign up online in the US. You can use some of our products. So, nag-recommend ako ng ibang package na masakop sa kanya. Ginamit niya. I trained him online. He attended trainings in some of the teams sa US. My uncle became an executive in the United States. His team is in the United States mostly. He's earning a few $100 in the United States. I'm earning a few thousands in the Philippines. Pero dahil ako nag-train sa uncle ko, Nu Skin is giving me 10% every month from his team in the US. Kabaligtaran nung teacher, di ba? Teacher sumasweldo while teaching. Yung leader, kumikita kasi yung teaching niya before, graduated already as an executive. Are we clear?
Yes.
Guys, I'm very sorry. This is not a networking business nor a recruitment business. Even if you recruit people, you will not earn anything. I'm very sorry for the people who came here who want that business. So, this is a real business. You only earn, you can buy and sell. You can handle an executive team who moves products and uses products. Or you can develop future executives. From those executive teams, you earn. Are we clear?
Yes.
You focus on your strength. So, of course, I know how to buy and sell the basics. Yung mga tao lang, hindi mo ibili. Pero marunong ako. So, I know how to handle a small team as an executive and I know how to develop future executives. Ito yung part na hindi ako nakatulog. If I train another one, I get 10%. What if that someone has another from the US, has a friend in Canada, so you get 5%. That person in Canada has a friend in Europe who wants to have his own business. Training siya sa Europe. There are Nu Skin trainings there. You can do Nu Skin trainings via Skype. Alam niyo naman tayo mga Pilipino, we have lots of relatives abroad, right? Can you do Skype?
Yes.
So you still get 5%. Then that person in Europe has a friend in Singapore. You get 5% from Singapore. Has a relative in Japan. You get 5% in Japan. Has another relative in Metro Manila. You get 5%, 6 levels deep of teams. That's called the distribution channel. Sabi ko, wow. It means I can develop an empire. I can develop lots and lots of executives. So, sunod na question ko kay Toby, ano yung limit ng executives na pwede ko i-develop? Sabi sa akin, Toby, unlimited. As long as you're willing to put in the time effort and the patience, you can develop as many executives as you want. Here?
Yes.
So the incomes that I'm going to show you are actual average audited incomes by PricewaterhouseCoopers. So if you develop one person, you call the gold leader. It means you're an executive, you have a friend who's an executive also, so you're a gold. Clear? So win-win kayo ng friend mo. It means before you're a Jedi Knight, Jedi na rin siya, Jedi Master. Oh my God, you don't watch Star Wars. Seriously, download it later. So, if you have two people, they're called the Lapis executive. That Lapis leaders earn around 50,000 a month. Good income already. You just need to develop two people. Here? If you're able to have 4 people become executive, it's called a Ruby leader. Average income is around 100,000 a month or $1 million a year. $1 million a year is good income already, especially if you want to save, right? So, would things change if you have extra 100,000 a month? Yung income mo sa job mo, you use it for your daily expenses. Yung income mo from losing, you save it. Don't spend it yet. You're not rich yet. You got 100,000, you're not rich yet. It's poverty line. So save it para you get to help other people, para you have a war chest. Your job is not to impress people. Your job is to be happy yourself. Don't buy gadgets first. Mga middle class people, they save money to buy gadgets. The rich people, Globe gives us gadgets for free. So, yeah. I think, is it possible in your entire Facebook you can find 4 driven, serious people?
Yes.
Who want extra income?
Yes.
So, dali lang yan. You message your friend or you call your friend, friend, ayaw mo ng extra income, right? Friend, you don't want extra income, right? Dali lang yan. Dali lang yan. If you have 6 people, you're called an emerald leader. Emerald leaders earn around 250,000 a month. So if you have 8, you're called a diamond. Diamond executives earn $500,000 a month on the average. So if you're able to have 12, you're called a blue diamond. Blue diamonds earn $2 million a month. People tell me this is too good to be true. I'm very sorry, we cannot adjust the audited incomes by PricewaterhouseCoopers based on people's disbelief. Parang yun yung professor ko ng college sa Ateneo. Sabi ko, sir, is my grade really D? Sabi niya, Mr. Ilagan, we're in the chemistry program. We cannot adjust your grade based on your disbelief. You're D. So, yeah. Anyways, before we continue, we're gonna let some of our blue diamonds share. We want to meet real life, living, breathing blue diamonds who are not emotionally void as I. So, first off, I'll welcome one of our young blue diamonds, yes, Miss Mariel Flores. Yay! Let's clap for them because all of the blue diamonds will share for less than 2 minutes each. Yay!
My name is Mariel. I'm a graduate from the University of the Philippines, and my course was organizational communication, so it has nothing to do with business. I was never employed, so I guess I'm one of the fortunate people who never experienced having a boss. So I don't know how it is to have a boss or probably rush through rush hour traffic. So there. The reason for me going into business at a very young age was because of an unfortunate family incident. I lost my dad at the age of 57. He died of cancer, and he was the breadwinner of the family. So actually tomorrow, Valentine's Day, is his death anniversary. It has been 8 years since he passed away, and I have been with New Skin for the past 7 years. I started this business when I was 21 years old, and it took me about 6 years to be a blue diamond. What's interesting about how my story panned out is because I am a breadwinner to a mom and a sister. Have you guys know that it's difficult to be a breadwinner these days? Yes. So my parents and my sister, they're based in the United States. So it's only through New Skin that I am able to support the family living abroad. So I call myself a reverse OFW. We earn in peso, but we spending dollars. Amazing. So it's been 7 years, and Nu Skin has basically given us everything that we needed and more. My sister is now studying in the University of California. It's also Nu Skin. That fun fact. Isn't that amazing? And for me, I am a product of this company since its values is amazing. I'd say character formation, as in everything that you could possibly get, pruning you into the best person you can be. So I'm sure you were inspired not only by the people who brought you here, but by the stories that you've heard. Thank the person who invited you over because they really had the greatest intentions to show you a business that could change your life, as it did in ours. So we hope to see you all in training.
So next person I'm gonna call on is one of my friends in this business. So I really admire this person kasi siya, tsaka yung wife niya, they're Blue Diamonds, both, pero on different accounts. Okay ba yun? You have two Blue Diamonds living under the same house. Okay ba? Yes. So help me welcome one of our top Blue Diamonds, Mr. Erwin Agustin.
Hi Marlon. I'm Erwin Agustin. I used to work from San Miguel Corporation for 7 years. I did this business part-time for 6.5 years and 5 years full-time. So I've been doing this business for the past 11 years now. Kami ni Marlon, extreme yung background namin. He grew up in a family na meron na, in fact, ako naman nag-grew up sa squatters area for 20 years. And if you see me right now, sabi mo sa akin, Erwin, hindi ka mukha taga-squatter. Mukha kang starstruck. I know. No? Ano na nagamitan na ako. I graduated from Pamantasan na Luzon, Maynila with a degree of mechanical engineering. I also worked at McDonald's for 5 years while studying. 9 to 6 study, then 7 o'clock up to 2 a.m. That's my time to work at McDonald's. I also tried pedicab driving, also tried being student assistant, saka waiter. Hindi ko naman na-try yung lumangoy sa dagat ng basura. Yan, hindi ko na-try yan. Senator na nakagawa nun. After graduation, and I got my license, immediately worked in San Miguel Corporation. I was really blessed. One of the best company in the Philippines. However, at the age of 24, I was very open that time to take a look on a business. That time, I was very excited, and one of the first few people who talked to me was also a corporate manager from San Miguel. So yung skepticism ko, although mataas, bumaba siya. Sabi niya sa akin, 2 things lang, Erwin. Number 1, just like any invitation, you can always say yes, you can always say no. At the end of the presentation, you decide for yourself if this is something that could complement your 3 to 5 year plan. Sabi ko sa kanya, sige, I'm actually smart enough, I'll have to take a look at the information first. Second, sabi niya sa akin, though you're skeptical about skincare and healthcare products, tandaan mo, pag magne-negosyo ka, it's not what you want, it's what the market wants. Noong una hindi ko naintindihan, but even San Miguel Corporation is actually doing that. San Miguel was created for people na lasengo pero health conscious. Do you agree? Ganun kalaki yung market ng mga health conscious na lasengo. Number 1 na siya ngayon. I'm not really fast in the business. I became Ruby after 3.5 years. Some of our Ruby executives right now, 2 months, 1 month, Ruby na. Because before, lotion and potion. Ngayon, we have technology to back it up. I became Emerald after 5.5 years. I became Diamond after 6.5 years. I became Blue Diamond after 9.5 years. And then, after Diamond, I did this full time. Am I the fastest Blue Diamond? No. The fastest right now, we have Nico Ibanez, 14 months also from Ateneo. Am I the top earner? No, the top earner right now is Sandy Martinez, okay, in the Philippines. Ano yung nakuha award from the company? It's also one of my mentors. Ang nakuha award from the company is I became the cutest Blue Diamond. Okay? Parang nagtatawa lang kayo. 10 years ago when I was sitting there, 2 things. Dalawa lang tinanong ko. Number 1, what's the worst thing that can happen? And what's the best thing that can happen? The worst thing that can happen if I use the products, I look better, I feel better. It happened to me. I used to weigh 180 pounds, but because of TRA, TR90, right now 140. Dati sobrang itim ko ngayon, kayo manggi na lang. So if you see my pictures before, makikita mo talaga ang laki ng difference. And what's the best thing that can happen? The best thing that can happen is if you become a Blue Diamond executive, okay, you'll have financial freedom, you'll have time freedom, you'll have a privileged lifestyle. So 10 years ago, iisip ko lang din, okay, sabi natin, meron tayong all sabi natin, no guts, no glory. And 10.5 years ago, sabi ng speaker, ito yung sabi niya, kung kaya ko, kaya nyo rin. Uulitin ko lang yung sinabi niya. Okay, for people, especially for people na first time. Kung nakaya po namin, kaya nyo rin. Yun lang po, and thank you.
So next Blue Diamond that we're gonna call on is one of our top leaders also. So sila yung kinikwento ko. People that I really admire in the business, yung two Blue Diamonds under one group. Double welcome is KL Dacera Agustin.
Good evening. So, nadala po ako sa kakasabi ni Erwin na cute siya. Naniwala na ako. I'm Kia Becerra Agustin. I was also a graduate from UP. I took school seriously. I graduated with very high honors from UP. Ako po, I took school seriously because I wasn't born to a wealthy family. So, same kami ni Erwin. I was born, we lived for 25 plus years in a parang squatter settlement inside MWSS. Anyone who's ever passed by yung shortcut from UP to Marikina, yung very steep na road, parang yung community that you will find around yung steep na road, that's where I came from. So I grew up really taking school seriously because I felt that it might help us move to a better community. So after graduation, I was an automatic bank officer. I actually did the business for the very same reason why I took school and I took office seriously kasi sobrang I really wanted to have a better life. Who in the room seriously wants to have a better life? Very good. I wasn't intending of doing parang Nu Skin as a career, as in I have zero intention at all. The plan was to build a career in banking, maybe move, build an experience there, maybe move as consultants to ADB or World Bank. That was the initial plan. Yung nga lang kasi I became a Ruby for a year. After doing it, I was 25 at that time. And yung question, this question was just really bugging me at that time. Parang naisip ko lang, KL, do you seriously want to climb the corporate ladder? Do you really want to be a consultant or a vice president? Or do you just want that title for the income that comes with that and what that income could mean to the family? And yung answer to me at that time was just really very clear that more than the idea of being able to climb the ladder, it was really what that money could do to the family. So I paid off my bond. I left my banking career and my economista dreams for good, and I did the business full time. Can I share one of my favorite blessings from the business? Who in the room would want to travel? Meron din bang you would want to take your parents with you out of the country? Yes. Traveling is something that is really close to my heart because it's something that our family doesn't do. We just don't have the funds to prioritize. Parang my idea of traveling is mega mall, ganun talaga. We don't travel. So it's fun because at barely 30 years old, I think I've been to 20 countries already. Pero in those many amazing trips, the trips that really always stands out to me are always the trips with my parents. Their first trip out of the country, they were almost 60 years old na. It wasn't even far, it was just Singapore. It was a 2009 trip. July yung trip, but I got the tickets in January. Nung malaman ni Mama that she has a ticket to Singapore lang, di ba? Ticket to Singapore noong January, nakakatawa siya kasi nagtatanong siya sa akin, pwede ba akong mag-shorts dyan? By the way, January to, July yung trip. So nagtatanong siya, pwede ba mag-shorts, mag-t-shirts? Ako parang, Mama, nag-impake ka na ba? Kasi 6 months mo we take them whenever we go to the States. Our next trip supposedly is October this year. And last January before, so January 2014, nag-shopping siya ng madaming winter clothing. Kasi maraming winter sale pagka January, di ba? Tapos mid of last year, yung sister ko sabi niya sa akin, si Mama, kada umaga naka-boots. Tapos ako parang, anong ginagawa ni Mama? Bakit naka-boots siya? Sabi niya, kasi she found out na yung mga boots pala, yung mga ganun, pag di mo sinusuot, nasisira. Tapos kamusta naman, di ba? More than 1 year ang preparation niya sa US. Sobrang excited. And hindi mo kasi matatanggal if you come from the background that I came from. Talagang medyo mababa yung self-confidence. I know, I remember, my parents are the type of parents na takot sa menu ng restaurant. This is not social na restaurant. Kunwari before, I remember pagkasweldo, kakain kayo sa Max's. Pag kunwari wala kami ni ate sa table, kabado na yan. Parang, tapos magtutula ka niyan, kung anong order mo, yun ang order ko. Tapos these days, I check on them and I call them up. Ma, saan kayo papa ngayon? Tapos minsan sasabihin sa akin, Ben, nasa Starbucks lang. Tapos ako lang, wow. Sa Starbucks, nauna pang magka-planner sa akin. And those are just really very simple things, but that's what I get to appreciate most about the business. Because this business is not about earning 6-figure or 7-figure in a month. Would you guys agree? Kahit hindi nga lang kahit the lapis income, it's not even about that at all. It's really what you could do with that money. And I don't know what your reasons are for why you said yes to your friend, for why on a Friday evening you chose to be here than prepare for Valentine's or whatnot. I don't know what your reasons are, pero whatever those reasons are, maybe this could be an answer to those reasons. Ako po, I would used to say before that, alam mo, the business is really good, it's amazing, you have to think it over. Pero I feel kasi, where Erwin and I right now, I feel kasi that I will be doing you a huge injustice if I tell you to think the business over. Can I make a suggestion? Okay lang po ba? Yes. If I may suggest, can you say yes to your friend? It actually doesn't take, later, Marlon will be sharing that it's gonna take a minimum of 20,000 plus to start in this business. But it's not about the 20,000 plus eh. Kasi that money, you could easily spend that without even knowing where that went to. Tama ba? It actually doesn't take, money okay lang yun eh. It actually just takes a little bit of courage to start this business. But what if that courage could turn your life around 5 years later? Do you think it would be worth it? Yes. Yun lang po and good evening.
We have so many successful people in this business, so hindi natin kayang pa-share lahat. Pero yun yung maganda in this business. Maganda yung values ng company, maganda yung values ng mga tao. Kaya usually the people who get attracted here, medyo secondary na lang yun. Of course, we love money. Pero medyo secondary. Unlike other companies, they use money to attract you. So people who get attracted there are people who love money. So we got attracted to Nu Skin because we love something else. So, yun lang. Of course, money is important. Ako naman, I became Blue Diamond when I was 27 years old. So I just turned 31 last week. Kaya po ako naging Blue Diamond. I'm very patient, very driven, very hardworking. And you do that, patience, driven, hardworking, hard time. Yes. I have mentors who help me every step of the way on what to do. Personally, I've trained 18 people to become executives, so I'm just very patient in teaching people. So kaya lang po ako naging Bilayan. So in closing, share ko lang. Usually my dad asks me, but no, hindi ako nag-corporate. Sabi ko, kasi that basic lang naman yung logic. Yung mga top companies, kahit man sabihin mo New York Stock Exchange listed pa din, ang CEO lang yan isa. You agree? Yes. So siguro a few people, the top executives earn 2 million a month. Ano ba? Or 1. Sabi ng dad ko, ba't di ka lang mag-family business? Kasi my dad is the exclusive distributor for Lucky Me for Nissin One here in the entire South Metro. So he's a big business. Sabi ko, ba't di ka lang mag-family business para ano ka agad? Sabi ko, Dad, ilan lang ba kumikita ng million sa business ko? Sabi ng dad ko, ako lang. Sabi ko, kasi ganito na dad, ilan lang kayong distributor na lalaki may sa buong Pilipinas? Sabi niya, less than 20. Less than 20. Tapos lahat yung million yung capital. Sa top corporate, isa lang yung CEO. Sa Lucky 20 lang silang distributor. Sa Nu Skin, kanina, I saw the figures. They have 3,900 Blue Diamonds already. So, nag-grade 1 naman ako. Alam ko naman kung saan mas malaki yung chances ko. Did you get it? Yes. Imagine mo kung halimbawa San Miguel, 20,000 employees, isa lang yung CEO. Laki niya, dami lang yung kumakain ng pantun, 20 lang yung distributor. Dami lang yung kumakain ng scabies, 20 lang yung distributor. Sa Nu Skin, 3,900 Blue Diamonds. You like your odds? Ang maganda pa, walang kinalaman yung odds. Ang may kinalaman lang sa kanya yung discipline mo, yung drive mo, saka yung hard work. Do you like a business like that? You can rival the Lucky distributors, the Nestle distributors, the incomes of the CEOs part-time, and they're doing it full-time. They invested millions, you invested a few products. Okay ba?
Yes.
So when you, pag nag-usap kayo siguro sa dinner table, big time party, oh, okay ba yung kinikita mo? Okay, millions din. Pero magkano yung capital mo? Ano, pumayat ako, gumanda ako. I earned millions. So yun yung maganda with news. So, how to do it? Step 1, so use the product. So, hindi ko na specify kung anong package. Ask the person who invited you which package you guys will be using. So, step 2, attend trainings. Step 3, qualify for incentive trips. You guys have to travel?
Yes.
Fortunately, I don't. Fortunately, I'm married to someone who loves to travel. Fortunately, there's no skin, so she can travel with her no skin friends. Pero, yun. So, if you become a star, a Ruby executive, Nuskin will treat you to a European cruise for free, 5-star accommodation. So sa March, karamihan sa amin pupunta sa Japan, sa Osaka for 1 week. Libre yun ng Nuskin. Kailangan lang we become a star or Ruby executive. Can you have 4?
Yes.
Go to Europe for free? Okay, di ba? Tapos step 4, make your first name. So, I hope you guys learned a lot. And I hope you guys muster enough wisdom to be objective. And I hope you guys muster enough courage to decide on what's obvious. So, tell the person who invited you what your plans are so we can help you. Thank you and good evening.